Hello, this is Compound Interest Stock Guy, and this is part 2 series in commodities and precious metals, base metals, talking about all this kind of info. So yeah, keep compound that info and listening to my lingo. I want to disclose I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment and information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about. Buy or sell after research, due diligence, and the investments you are pursuing. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell down below, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about different companies that I may be not talking about in this kind of space, and talk about the companies that I am talking about. I love to share and have a conversation about these companies. So okay. So before I get into this, I'm just going to share, this is Edison oil from Organigram. It's CBD. It is 9.76 milliliters of CBD per dose. So yeah, it's pretty good. And I bought it from Fire and Flower FAF and OGI Organigram. So okay. So I've already done the part 1 series, and I'm going to talk about more safe companies to invest into in base metals, and also with precious metals, because I believe that very well we could be heading into a very long, prolonged bull market with commodities. So and just in regular base case commodities. Based on just their devaluing the currency, there's talks about quantitative easing that it's already happening. Gregory Mannarino says it's QE6 already. So yeah, those are the kind of bullets in the rocket ship as far as a catalyst to make these commodities go up a lot. So when you're talking about companies in the base metal space, companies that come to mind are Alcoa, and that's an aluminum company. And then you're looking at US Steel, X, and those both have very low PE ratios. Look, I don't know a lot about both companies. I think that US Steel kind of just does the manufacturing. They're not a miner as far as I know. They just basically deal with products like pipes and plates and all that stuff like that, and they manufacture. That's my understanding, but I'm sure there's a lot more expert guys that understand that play. But I do know they have a very, very low PE ratio, and if the China deal does go ahead, that will be one of the biggest moves that will go up, because when you're looking at a PE ratio of 2.5 and you're looking at like an average on the S&P 500 somewhere around like 20, then it has the chance to go up 8 to even 16, 20 times, right? So it's trading around $11, right? So it very well could hit 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, $100, right? Base when things start moving up, and when things get more bullish in that sense. Now, when you're looking at copper companies as well, I said Freeport McMoRan, and there's just different companies. A company that's kind of broad in all those kind of base metals is a company called Hudson Bay Minerals, and I think they're a good company. I haven't done extensive research on the company, but when I look at their TMX money, they look like they have a very nice PE ratio, and I think they're a pretty solid company. I could be wrong. I haven't done insane amounts of research, but they do trade a little more steady than some of the companies that I'm invested into. Another company is let's get into kind of precious metals. So precious metals, companies such as Kirkland Lake has very high grades of silver, not silver, I mean gold, and that company has a very low float, and that company's gone to about $55-60 Canadian, and it's kind of retracing after gold went down from like about 1550 all the way down to 1505 or 1470 last week. So I mean, it is consolidating, but I'm not sure what's gonna happen as far as the gold metal goes. Before I want to see that the metals like silver and gold start to just change the direction and go up again, and then I may pick a position in wheat and precious metals, because I just like the way their company kind of trades. It's worked out for me as far as doing my options. I just think that a lot of money ends up going up there. And another company in that space is Barrick Gold, GOLD in the space. So that's kind of the companies that are very safe if you're investing into gold. Again, they can go down a lot because they're going to move a lot faster than the actual metals moving. So they're going to move up a lot, and they're going to move down a lot. So look, they've already made a big move this year. So who knows? I kind of think that gold's going to go to $2,000 before 2020 or very early 2020. So I'm kind of in that sense, but I'm not going to guarantee, and I'm also not playing it as far as investments going in the stock market, really. You know, I may own the NCX is North Isle Copper and Gold, but I'm not actually investing yet back into a precious metals. But I might buy the FVI, the Fortuna Silver calls. So we'll see. Yeah, so those are the kind of companies that come to mind. For platinum, you know, I don't really like this company a lot, but it may do really good, and I do own warrants in the company. It's called Platinum Group Metals, and it's PTM. And the warrants are kind of like, they're based on like a 1 to 10 or a 1 to 20, I'm not sure exactly, but that basically needs to be around like 295 above before you're in the money on those. So look, if Platinum Group Metals goes up a lot on those warrants, I'll do very well. They did do a reverse split, which I don't like, and I bought the warrants after they did it. Yeah, I mean, I don't really recommend that company, but I mean, if Platinum's going to go up a lot, they will do probably pretty good. Another company in that kind of area is, and another thing is, some of the gold companies also get a little bit of platinum. But okay, let's talk about palladium. Palladium's had the greatest run for the last 2-3 years. So I believe the company is Northern Palladium. It's like PDL, I believe, is the ticker. I could be wrong. It could be PLD. But that company's been going up a lot. They have a very nice PE ratio. I think they're a good company. If you believe that palladium's going to keep going up, I think that's a company you'd probably want to get a position in. Look at the investment.com and look at the palladium chart. Look, it's gone up a lot. There's no certainties that it's going to keep going up. That's why I'm not getting a position. But I'm telling you about this companies because I was asked by Coral Blue to talk about some companies that I look at, right? So I'm just sharing you. Now, if I'm looking into the uranium space, the companies that I look into, a company that I actually do own, and they're getting investments to build their exploration is Pure Point Uranium, PTU. It trades around like 6.5 cents, 7 cents. And you know, if uranium starts going up to $30, it's probably going to go up a lot. Now, another thing is, yeah, I know I'm driving fast, ripping it. So another company is Caminco, CCO or CCJ for uranium, and I think they're the safest company to own for uranium companies in all the space because you know, they're just the biggest one, and I think they have a decent cash position, not a humongous, not the same as say like Canopy, but I think they have a decent cash position, and they're just a big player. So those are the kind of the companies that are coming to mind as far as when I'm thinking about metals market. As far as the mining goes, there's a few others I probably missed. Look, First Majestic FM is a company you could look at. I mean, there's really not that many companies in the silver space. There really isn't. There's a lot more in the gold space. But when the silver market goes up a lot, silver is going to make a lot of people money if they own some Fortuna Silver or some other companies such as like Wheat and Precious Metal, some other ones. Look, that's just the way it goes. And that's gonna, you know, it's just gonna take shape. That's kind of where it goes as far as diversification in the metal space that come to mind. Look, I'm not on my computer. I'm just I'm just remembering what's on my brain as far as what I look at when I'm looking at companies to buy and sell. So yeah, I mean, there's companies such as Vail, there's companies as like BHP, FCX, Freeport McRowan. These are the big names. Those are the companies that are more stable. And I think that my subscribers need to invest into more stable companies, because when they can buy the commodity at a low price and then it starts going up, they're gonna have a lot more stable account. Now, when they buy just speculation companies that are like under like $2-3 that don't have any, like, aren't making any money, that's when you're really like kind of gambling with your money, right? You're speculating, and you just never know what's gonna happen. I mean, yeah, you can make very good luck if you bought Aurora or you bought Canopy back in the day, but I mean, for every like one of those, there's like another 100 that went the other way. So I mean, you gotta buy low and then sell high. So anyways, look at investing.com and check out copper, check out nickel, check out gold, check out palladium, check out platinum, check out gold, check out crude oil. Look at the charts for long term. Look at those kind of things. Those are the things that if you keep in balance and you look at these things, you'll have your own thesis when you think things are going to go up and not. Look, I'm not watching the markets with you all the time. I'm just sharing my knowledge, and you guys are compounding your info. So yeah, keep compounding that info and listening to my lingo, and shaka and capice. I'm out. Give me thumbs up again. I do truly appreciate it. I hope this video goes viral and I get 10 or 20 thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Peace out. I'm out.